These are rocks. I thought they were those slug enemies. Where's everything? What's happening? Where am I supposed to go? I'm wasting time there. Go down for a second. I've been welcomed back to my home. Place there we go. So, this way. Then that happened during the Spirit Temple as well, where it's Twitch split into two streams or something. No, my side of Twitch was one. So maybe it's the same thing. It's fine. What provider are you with? It was me, was it? Oh, Twitch. What the hell? Enemies. These guys. It was possible. So I'm on. I am on a LAN cable right now, so it should be good on Wi-Fi. But I'm willing to accept the blame. I won't hear a bad word said about my Twitch. Wait, running. Zigzags. Son's song. As far as Zelda games go, this is one of the ones that has the best feeling of really important stuff happening in the ground. Wind Waker as well are probably the two best for that. Majora's Mask has the world end, which is, I guess, important too. It's over. We're really at the end of this game, guys. In a matter of weeks, we've beaten Ocarina of Time. Or have we? No, we gotta beat this big old monster first. Let's go have a look at it. Oh, you're starting to a fast bloody thing, Fuck town is a decade ago, I mean that's I just found my yes copy. I have the steel copy. It's very, very cool. Where's that? You could probably get a pretty decent trades it as huge sword for little dinky. Ready? Ready? No, we're not there. Get that fairy going, please. Okay, you've got crafting to my legs. It's very kind of them to just stick some fairies knocking about so you can... Never mind, I got one of them. I'm gonna have to use this. Do I actually? guys. Feels very good to have beaten it finally. Finally, again, I should say. God, I don't remember Ganon being this tough last time I played it. Sorry, I was not paying attention. Of course, I go back in time. What a great game. What a great game this is. Very fun to revisit. Holds up relatively well. There may be a couple of quality of life improvements that could be made to really, you know, make it hold up well. And I'm sure there are mods that take that into account. The only real problems I would have with it from a 2021 point of view are the text speed. Very slow. So if you'd speed that up somewhat through the use of a mod or whatever, I would do that. And then secondly, the aiming with the arrow or hook shot or whatever is awful. They're the things that I would change. Apart from that, I think I was pretty well. I think it was a good game to kind of to dip my toe into the whole streaming thing, because I didn't have to concentrate so much on the game because I've played so much. I could get everything else kind of working and fixed. But now it's finished. It's finito. So what's next? More nostalgia. Even more. In fact, I'll show you guys what's going to be next. I've already said 100 times, but let's go show you. So, love the end. The ending sequence here is great, but I'm not going to play much attention. So I'm going to be playing WWF No Mercy using our EverDrive 64, which has a little card in it. Here it is here. My little tiny SanDisk. How much storage on this? 32 gig. I'm going to play a bit of WWF No Mercy on that, even though I spent the whole stream learning how to play it on the emulator with the the Xbox controller. I'm gonna play it with a real controller, play it on 64. And of course I do own the real No Mercy, so I'm ethically unchallenged. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna play 12 minutes on Xbox as well. Probably before I start playing No Mercy story mode, I'll do that. Because I believe it's a short game, it's like 4 hours long. So I'll play that on stream once I finish Halo 2, which I'm an hour from finishing. So what's today? Tuesday. I don't know when I'll play. I don't know when I'll play 12 minutes. Maybe Thursday or Friday. And I'll probably do as much of it in one sitting as I can. So I'm excited to play some No Mercy. I'm very excited because I've actually never had the opportunity. Oh, the singing of the song is lovely. Never had the opportunity to play No Mercy story mode the full way through. So that'd be a nice first. I played bits of it, obviously. I know that it follows the kind of Royal Rumble to WrestleMania 2000 story pretty closely. At least the world title match does. I have to assume the other ones do as well. I don't really remember. But yeah, anytime I would play a bit of it, like wipe my day with. This will be my first time playing it without that fear. It's gonna be nice. But anyway, Ocarina of Time was very good. Very much enjoyed it. But now I can put away the Xbox controller. Finally, I'm not going to play any more emulated stuff on the laptop. It's done. Done with all that nonsense. Now that I have the capture card, I can play it on the consoles directly. And my god, the amount of cable space that's going to save is out of this world. Let me show you the setup quickly. How many goddamn cables there are. Look at all these cables. Cable. There's the Twitch gimmick. Like just cables going down, cables on top of cables. Will not be set up that way, to be honest. I'm going to be able to put away at least 3 of these cables full time. I mean, they're not going to be here anymore. I'll put them over with the consoles. And that's what we'll do. This remix is so good. I love it. Nintendo need to get their music up on like Spotify or something. Because I would listen to stuff like this just on the I listened to half of that Kanye West record, the new one. Donda. Hour 48 though. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to listen to the rest of it. It's alright. Didn't blow me away. Maybe I'll go for a walk at some stage and listen to the rest of it. But my god. It's like sitting down to watch Once Upon a Time in America. Like when you have 4 hours to sit down and watch a movie, you know? When I watch a movie these days, I'm actually looking for an hour and a half. Do you know? I haven't heard Marilyn Manson on any of it yet. It's alright. It's still like I still quite enjoyed the last one he put out. Jesus, was it called Jesus is King? I forget the name, but the one that was all Holy God, Holy Father, God is great. Oh my God. I actually thought that album was alright. I mean, I don't particularly care for any of that lyrical content, but I thought the music was pretty good. And when it comes to rap, I almost care more about the music than the rapping, which I guess is not the right approach. But that's why I find Eminem's albums lately so unlistenable, because the production on the music has just gone so age. Good rap song you can listen to without the rap, and you can just bob along to it. Anyway, finito. That's what we did in the 3DS mod. So thank you to them. But yeah, I listened to like the first 11 tracks. It was alright. It was okay. And I watched a really good movie last night. Which I think will be maybe one of the first in history, which will be a movie that gets reviewed 3 weeks in a row on the podcast by one of us. I watched The Kid Detective. Ooh. That a good movie. That a really good movie. It was like Brick by Ryan Johnson's Brick, which I loved. It was like mix that with The Nice Guys with who did Nice Guys? Shane Black with Gosling and Russell Crowe. It was like a mix of those two films. Oh, it was fucking tremendous. Anyway, that's the end of the game. I can't do no more with this. I used to hate that, by the way. Do you remember N64 games? They would just be like the end, and then they would just hard lock on that screen, and you just had to turn it off, rather than it going back to the start menu or whatever. Anyway, that's the end. That's the end of Ocarina of Time. Hour 20, including all the cutscenes, obviously. Feel a bit empty inside now that Ocarina of Time is finished. It was about 20 hours, wasn't it? It was 10 streams in total, because the Spirit Temple one got split up into 2. Spirit Temple was stream 9. This was stream 10. They were all about an hour 45, but then the Shadow Temple one was like 2.5 hours long. So they were, I'd say, average about 1 hour 50 to 2 hours average for 10 streams. So about 20, just under 20 hours, probably 18-ish hours, I would say. Not the longest game. I remember when I was a kid, this game was like, you used to read magazines, and it was like a point of like selling the game. You'd read magazines. This game's 100 hours long. I was like, what do you do with a game that's 100 hours long? I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I couldn't wait for the thing to end. Put this away now. Finish that game. Yeah, I easily did. But then when you're a kid, you spend a lot more time exploring. Like the amount of times as a kid, I probably just went back to Kakariko Village to see if anything had changed, because you don't quite understand how games work, and so you're just looking, oh, maybe if I go back into this house, there'll be something new there, and there never was, but you just keep doing it anyway. Yeah, easily 100 hours. My God, like I remember when I beat Jabu Jabu's belly, that was like a big thing in the house, and that was like 6 months in. Witcher 3, here's the thing with Witcher 3, right? I thought that I put about 30 hours into it, and I was I was like, oh, it's a game I have to go back to it. I only put 30 hours into it, and then when I looked up how long I actually did put into it on the PS5, playing on the PS4, I played it for like 9 hours. Like, I definitely need to go back to Witcher 3. I really enjoyed Witcher 3, and for whatever reason, it was just a game that I fell off. But I really enjoyed. That's one day I will go back to finish. But the longest that I had played on PS4 was Fallout 4. 160 hours in Fallout 4, which is longer than my 2 playthroughs of Breath of the Wild. 2 playthroughs of Breath of the Wild, I think, were like 150. I don't have my Switch with me here, so I can't check it, but like, I'm fairly confident that my one playthrough of Fallout 4 was longer than 2 playthroughs of Breath of the Wild. My first playthrough, where I pretty much explored and did everything as you would playing that game for the first time, and the second playthrough was just kind of doing the shines, and it was a bit more of a functional playthrough. I wasn't doing much exploring because by the time you finish it the first time, you haven't explored everything, but you pretty much have. Well, unless you're doing like the Koroks, which I didn't bother. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a good game for sure. What else have I to do now today after this? Not much really. Take it easy, I suppose. Go down and see the girlfriend, see what she's doing. Haven't seen her in a few hours at this stage. Oh man, Dan James has moved to Leeds finally. Very good. That news came out whilst I was playing. See what number they give to Ronnie, because I'll be buying a jersey. I'll buy a Ronaldo jersey. The thing with Ronaldo was, when he played for United the first time, I was very of the Ronaldo. Why would you have a fucking Ronaldo jersey? Ugh. And now he's come back as like football legend man. I'm like, well, I might as well have one. Might as well have one Ronaldo jersey. Why not? So I'll probably order that white jersey they wore against Wolves, the white and blue one. Get that with Ronaldo on it. Once they announce what number he's getting, it looks like it'll be 7 because now Dan James is gone. Cavani could take 21. Anyway, I suppose I get off now. I was planning to play Zelda and then play another game, like 12 minutes or Halo 2 or something, but given that I've been on this for an hour and a half already and it would take me maybe 15 minutes to set up over there, I'll probably finish up for now, and next time, like in between, I'll move all my stuff over, and so next time I want to stream, I can just do it rather than have to turn off 15 minutes in the middle and then set up, and then by that time it's already 5:30 and I am getting a bit hungry. So yeah, so that's the plan. Next time will be Xbox game 12 minutes, which probably will be on Thursday or Friday. And then I'm going to beat Halo 2 probably tonight by myself. And then once that's done, then we're on to No Mercy, and that's going to be fun. So anyway, I'm going to go now. I got my New Day shirt on today, by the way, because New Day rocks. I got this when I went to the house show. You weren't there, Stephen, were you? You didn't go with us to the house show. Who was there? I think it was the first time I went with Natty, and we were up in the nosebleeds, and I wanted to get, oh my god, I wanted to get like a Finn Balor shirt, I think, or I don't remember who else was in NXT at the time, but it was Ireland, right? So I figured I'd be able to get a Balor shirt, because presumably Ireland, they'd have the Balor shirts, right? And they had like Randy. Oh, you were there. I think it was that one where we sat pretty high up, and all they had was like Randy Orton shirts. He wasn't even on the show. I was like, why did they bring them? Of course, they just have, they have the ones they bring. I don't remember any of the show. I've been so many house shows and so many OTT shows. I don't remember who wrestled who and what and where. But I remember when I went to buy a Finn Balor t-shirt that they only had Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. I don't think any of them were on the show. John Cena, obviously. No, Rollins. Was that the night Rollins hurt his knee? Because I was there at that show. I don't know if that was the one we went to. Rollins did the wrestling Kane in the main event, and he flipped over him and his knee went inside out. Oh god, half an hour. This is the only WWE shirt I own. I think I got on that show looking for a Balor shirt. I just had to settle for a New Day one. I wasn't going to buy a Randy Orton t-shirt or something. But then this t-shirt is a bit, God, I want to say it's a bit too wacky. Like it to the point that I almost feel self-conscious if I'm wearing it out. So sometimes if I'm wearing this at home and I'm going out, I'll change to something else. It's just a bit too flamboyant almost, but I do like it. The Money in the Bank case, yeah. I love when they have extra wacky stuff like that. But when AEW come, we better be going to that. When AEW come to town, we're going. I'm just throwing that out there. Don't know where they would do exactly. AEW wouldn't be 3 Arena. They probably have to do something like the National Stadium. But when AEW come, we're going, because I was there in the National Stadium for Scrapper Mania. No, it wasn't. It was the Being the Elite show they did, and Cody and the boys were saying that Cody and the Bucks and Omega were saying that All Out was going to be in Dublin and CM Punk was going to be there, and everyone's going wild, and we were like, this isn't happening. Why is everyone buying into what this guy's selling them? But they got to come back eventually. I'm sure once COVID is has settled down a bit, got married, had some kids. Once COVID settled down, they'll do a little UK tour, and I'm sure they will come to Ireland and absolutely lean into that former OTT audience, because they know that the boys have been on the OTT shows. They know that they can sell out a 2,000 ticket mini arena. So why not do it? Even just for a little house show. I think that'd be cool. I'd go along to that for sure. Anyway, that is it. I'm going. Have a good evening. Talk to you soon. Bye.